Okay, we're going to start example 1. And example 1 says we're going to sketch the graph of this, of this thing right here. Now, we've seen this before as a 0 right there, but either one's, they're pretty interchangeable. We're talking about y equals x squared plus 2x plus or minus 3. Now, from there, you and I should be able to figure out what a is, what b is, and what c is. So let's go ahead and write those before we do anything else. A should be a positive 1, B should be a positive 2, and C should be negative 3. So make sure you've got those down. Now before we do anything, we're not going here to this plot and label points here. We're not ready for that. We have to sketch this graph. So if you remember right, we've got to have something called the vertex, and that vertex is always here. The vertex is always, at least the x value of it is the opposite of b over 2a. Now that's important to have because we can't graph it until we know the vertex. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our values we have up here. We're going to put a opposite of 2, that's b, over 2a. Now 2a, or 2 times 1, is 2. So it's the opposite of 2 over 2, which is negative 1. So what we're going to do next is we're going to use that negative 1 to draw a table of values, or start a table of values, and it might look something like this. And you might do yours slightly different here. I'm just going to wall all this stuff in, and I'm going to put, let's see, I guess we'll put x and y right here. X goes there, y goes there. Go ahead and continue to draw your table here. You're probably going to need about 7 spots. It doesn't have to look pretty. And again, what we want is this negative 1 here to go right in the middle. So I'm going to put a negative 1 right there. And what we'll do is we'll go to the right. We'll go, well, 0, 1, 2. And then over here we probably have negative 2, negative 3, and negative 4. Now from what you did in previous lessons, you should know how to fill in these. But we will start with the vertex point real quick. The vertex point is supposed to be negative 1. So we're going to put up here, we're going to put, and you don't have to do this right here, but we're saying the number negative 1, we're going to square it. We're going to add 2 times negative 1, and then we're going to subtract 3. So that should be 1, I guess, plus negative 2 minus 3. That's a little tricky. I might change this to minus 2, 1 minus 2. So 1 minus 2 minus 3 should come to negative 4. So we're going to put a negative 4 right here. Now go ahead and pause the video and fill in these points right here. And it should, this negative 2 point for the y value should match the 0 as you do this, and you know that from the previous lesson. Go ahead and pause the video and fill those in. And here are the values you should have gotten. We've got a negative 4, 5, negative 3, 0, negative 2, negative 3, negative 1, negative 4, and we've got a 0, negative 3, 1, 0, and 2, 5. So let's go ahead and plot those points. And if you would pause the video and plot the points that you've got right there. Now after you plot the points, you do have to draw the parabola. And the question we're going to be asking here is, do some of these points work? So when it says plot and label these points, what we're going to do is we're going to plot 0, 1. So there's 0, 1. And they want that to be called A. So the next one is B, which is negative 2, positive 3. That's going to be right here. And then we have C, which is 1, negative 3. So the question they're asking you is, or they're saying is, points what and what lie inside the parabola? Well, it looks like it's B and A lie inside the parabola. And then C is over here, so it lies outside.